Can anybody find me over on this chat? Because what I'm thinking I'm going to do is link this. Hey, there we go. Oh my goodness. I hope everybody can come over. I hope everybody does come over. I had so many fun people. Yeah, I would love to do my live feed on my phone, but for some reason I can't find it. Come over, come over. Wayne, thank you for coming over. Now, the problem is, how do I find my chat on... the chat2. Okay. So I switched to chat. Oh, people are here. Yay. So I switched to chat. Oh, what's up, guys? So I switched to chat. That's going to make everybody crazy. Hey, guys. Welcome. Wayne, do you know Lisa? And White Tiger, who is Kim, right? Kim, right? White Tiger, your first name is Kim, isn't it? I hope. Yeah, Kim. Yeah. Lisa said so. Hi, guys. What's up? Somebody left. Nope, somebody's back. Oh. What's up? Lisa, why aren't you on with me? I wish I knew how to do that on here. Hey, Crystal Creek Farms. Hey, what's up? I wish I knew how to do it. I know that I have the app, Lisa, but I don't know how to make it happen. I think I might have to do it before. What's going on, guys? Wayne has been working on computers and pulling his hair out. Wayne does a lot of computer work. Now, Wayne, I just bought a new computer. I know, Wayne, I just bought a new computer, a Mac Book Pro. It was, it's a dent and scratch, but it looked really nice. So I bought it, and it seems to be working great. I really like it. So tonight, after this, I'm going to go. Oh, Lisa. That's okay. We're very open here. Yeah, I have it paused. Oh, I have it on there. Oh, you know what? I can show my computer, can I? That way. Maybe. No, I can't, right? Oh, well, anyway. All right, so I got a new computer, and it's a MacBook Pro. Of course, an older one. I'm not like a big computer geek, so I don't know that much about it, but I know it's older, but I really like it. And I got a cool bright orange case for it. So orange is my signature color. What movie is that from? Well, she didn't say orange is my signature color. She said pink is my signature color. Orange is my signature color. So Loopy, come on, tell me, what movie is that from? Mine is a mid 2012 with the CD thing on the side. and it only has like 4 whatever for the speed part. See, I don't know computers at all, so. And it has 500 something hard drive, 5 something. I don't remember what that is. Um, yeah, like so. I would like to upgrade the speed thing to 16, but I don't know. This one's working out really well, so I don't think I'll play with it until I need to. Kim is playing a game with a buddy. She does World of World of Warcraft. It's easy to upgrade it. Wayne, when it comes to that time, I'm going to search you out. All right. So, like you guys all know, the house is sold basically. Um, just waiting for closing date. And so the last word I got was that when they did the title search, I owed. My lawyer called me and said, "Oh, you owe $1,800 and something dollars to some." I don't even know what it's for, but it was from back when I had cancer, and I have to say, lost track of a lot of things at the time. Life was a little crazy, and I was kind of moving here and there because of, it was really hard because I was out of work for a while. I mean, I had a job, but I had to be out of work, and you get paid very little on whatever it is, disability or whatever they. It was so little, it wasn't funny, and so I had to move back to my mom's. And I think that mail wise, I stopped getting the bills, and I don't think I ever even thought twice about it because there were so many other things going on. So anyway, I owed. That's what she said. So she called the company, and then we had to call, and I had to give permission um, for them to talk to my lawyer, and it's really stupid stuff. But so when she finally did talk to them, it was really only 1,700 and something, and that's not even a drop in the bucket really when it comes to how I sold the house. And so I had an asking price of the house. Um, 3 days in, I got an offer that was 15,000 less than the asking price. So, and it was 3 days in. So we just thought, well, let's just give it a little time, give it a few days, and just wait on this before we put an answer in. And then we put an answer in that brought it up to like only 3,000 less than the asking price. And they went in at only 5,000 less than the asking price, and we took it. So that's where it stood. So I made a good amount, uh, way more. Like it listed when she did all the comps and everything. It listed way more than I thought it was going to list. So I was really surprised at how much it listed for, and to get only 5,000 less than what it listed for is kind of a miracle. It's really great. I'm so excited and so happy about that, because this is like my retirement. So I'm taking a little bit of it for a few little things. As you all know, I'm going to get a camper and a vehicle. And so that's the money I'm going to take out of there, depending on how much it's going to cost me for each thing. And then the rest is going towards my retirement and my house in Florida. My house in Florida is very cheap because it was owned by my parents, very inexpensive. And so I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about investing for my retirement and stuff. Good day, Warwick. I'm sorry. And so I'm excited about that. So, anyways, I got a call this week. We have a shared septic between my house and the house next door because they're little bungalow cottages that were really only summer cottages that were rented out in the summer. So there were three of them. Three of these cottages were on one septic, which is in my yard, in my property. So what happened was we all had an agreement. This is how it's been for, goes in your title. It's been there. Well, one of the three folks had a wife with a disability and a stepdaughter and a son, and they would come do laundry constantly and all this stuff. And so he wound up having to pump out and do things like that once or twice. I think he only did it once since I've been here, and that's 15 years. And he decided that it was, he wanted to put his own septic in, so he did. So now it's here and the next house, the next cottage, and the next cottage is unfinished. It's not winterized, and on top of that, they never come. They haven't come in the last 3 years, so it's never used by them anyway. But still had to have the agreement signed by all three, because the one guy who got his own septic has to sign that he got his own septic and he's not going to be using this one, and it's disconnected. And then the next door neighbor has to sign that he agrees that if there's any problems, it's split and things like that. So they got that taken care of, and the bank is fine with that. And then they did the title search, which came up that I owed. So that's what happened this week. And then she says that I should start getting ready in about a week or so, to think about 2 weeks from there. So I guess in about 3 weeks, I'll be moving out. So I think I'm going to be moving. It's killing me, but I think I'm going to be moving in with my mom for right now. It's killing me, but it's, I can save money. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. I don't want to do it. If I do get the camper, maybe I'll park it in the garage and live in it, in the garage. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm so excited. Can't wait until it happens. Yeah, it's not because of bad circumstances. It's actually because of good circumstances. It's just like, I just don't really, I don't want to go searching for a place or whatever right now. It's not worth my effort. I don't know how long I'll be here. It depends on a few things. I know that I really can't. I could go down there right now if I wanted to Florida, to my house. The problem is I'd have to leave in November because people are renting it for the season until May. So really, I can't go down there until May. It doesn't make any sense to. So until then, I got to figure out what to do. So that's where I stand. And I really don't want to get a place because they're going to want me to sign a lease. And I don't know if I want to stay a whole year or whatever it may be. So, we'll see what happens. I'll work it out. I might come stay with Wayne. I might fly out and stay with Loopy, Lisa. Who knows? I had to be there for the wedding anyway. So, you never know. And where's Crystal Creek Farm? I don't remember where you are located, because I might come there. Stay at mom's, get your camper and truck. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm gonna work on that as soon as I get my money. Mississippi. Well, Mississippi is cool. In Florida, they go to Mississippi to gamble. Yeah, they do. Right? I think so. It's not city sewer here, actually. We have septic. But it's a huge septic. It's 1,000-gallon septic. It's like for a full-size house. And so, no problem. Oh yeah. Well, I have city water or town water. We're towns here. We're not cities. There's no city. Kingston is a city. New Paltz is a town also. But I have town water. We did get that, thank goodness. That makes it like so much more. Um, it made it like so much more easy for people to buy because otherwise you have to get the water tested, do all this stuff. Thank goodness we didn't have to do that. We had to do the gas thing. What do they call it? The gas that comes up out of the ground. We had to do the like 2 tin cans they put in the house um, for like 48 hours, and that came back clear as a bell. Um, so it worked out. Oh, guys, wonder if I can move the computer and show you guys some of my veggies that I got out of the garden. Okay, so today, I've been getting these lemon cucumbers, tons of them. I have a ton of them. I want to make pickles with them, hopefully. So anyway, also I got when I went out there today to see if there were any more. I noticed that whatever animal is eating the leaves of the cucumber plant seems to have decided that the green tomatoes. I have a bunch of tomatoes and they're all green. It's thinking that the green tomatoes are really tasty. So what happened is, uh, I said, "That's it," and I pulled all the green tomatoes, and I'm gonna try to make fried green tomatoes tomorrow. I love fried green tomatoes. Um, I love them my way. So Andrew, who's still staying here, has his opinion. He's a chef. Great, wonderful, but I'm making them my way. Um, sure, your way is delicious, Andrew, of course, but I'm making them my way, and I need to know how to make the pickles. So if anybody knows how to make pickles, let me know. Okay, I haven't stepped foot in a casino in 10 years. You know what? I am not a big gambler at all. Like, I'm the nickel slot guy. I sit there waiting for everybody else to be satisfied with gambling while I'm sitting with the fucking nickels, putting them in. Lisa, you like slots? Do you like slots? Do you gamble, girl? Oh, really? And I was gonna get my national parks pass too. No, not a gambler. Okay, me neither. I sit there with the damn nickels to waste time because I don't know what else to do. One time I went there and I was smart enough to bring my Kindle, and I sat there in the lounge area drinking cocktails and reading my Kindle. And my friends were like, "You're not fun." I'm like, "Well, sorry." That's the way it goes. My computer pops up all these notifications here. Live chat with Roots and Refuge. No, I don't want to go on that. Thank you. And I have Carolyn RV Life. She put up a video. I'll look at that later. Oh, so like I was saying, I have some footage of my garden and stuff. So maybe I'll pickles easy jar, vinegar, water, salt, sugar. Put the jar in the fridge, shake it twice a day, and add sugar every few days. Sugar causes the vinegar to ferment. Oh, and dillweed. Isn't there like a thing of pickling spice? Come here, you little. Come here. Come on, up here. Come here. Maxine, come up here. There you go. Here we go. Oh, here. Say hi. Say hi. Max, say hi. Look, look. What's that? Oh, there. Ooh. 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 Hey. Why are you being aggressive? Everybody's going to get nervous because you're barking. You got a new blankie. I got her a new blankie today at the store for her to lay on. Oh, my baby. She's a sweet little girl. She's an English dog, Lisa. She's a Patterdale Terrier. She's an English dog. And when I had her in training, the answer every time she didn't do something, oh, she's a terrier. I'm like, I paid a lot of money for her to get trained, and all you do is tell me she's a terrier. She learned 2 things: sit and lay down. And she'll only do it for a treat. If I don't have a treat in my hand, she won't do it. Lisa, have you heard of a Patterdale Terrier before? They're hunting dogs from Patterdale. It's like they have another name too, Fell Terrier, or I forget the other one, the other name that they use. Oh, and they're sweet, aren't they? They're the sweetest little doggies, Lisa. You would love her. She's fabulous. She's gorgeous. She just has stinky breath. But she happens to be almost 15 years old, so her teeth are falling out, and she's stinky breath. And I asked them to pull her teeth out, and they told me no, they don't want to put her under anesthesia because she's old and she has a heart murmur. Now, her brother and sister both died of renal failure. They died of renal failure years and years ago. Out of her litter, she's the only one left. So she was the only one left. And then she's had 6 puppies altogether, 2 litters, 4 in one and 2 in the other. The first litter, she had 2 boys that were black and 2 females. One was black and one was chocolate. So she had 1 chocolate, and her name was Rosario. We kept her. And when we mated Rosario, she only had 1 litter, and she had 5 puppies, 2 chocolate females, 1 chocolate male, and then she had these beautiful, beautiful white with chocolate spots puppies, that a boy and a girl, and they were beautiful. They were so beautiful. I should have kept the female. I wanted to keep the female, but I didn't. The female went to a lesbian couple that do here in New Paltz that do dog training for what do they call it? Like assistive dogs or whatever. And usually they use like labs and things like that. But they trained this Patterdale Terrier to be an assist dog, but she never was. They kept her as a pet because their size is so much smaller than a lab or something, so it makes it very hard. They probably wouldn't be able to reach the drawers and things to be able to pull them out. They put these little tabs on the draw so that the dog can pull it open for the people and things like that. All kinds of, depending on what you need. So anyway, that's my little baby. I bought her. She cost me $300. I know I'm supposed to get a rescue, but I just couldn't help it. Anyway, if I ever get a dog, it'll be one that don't shed. Well, yeah, there are a couple breeds that don't shed, but I'll tell you one thing: this girl sheds. Even though she's short, smooth hair, she sheds. She looks like completely black when you see her here, but if you were to see her in the sunlight, she has a red cast to the black. So they call it a bronze. Yeah, schnauzers though, poodles act dumb sometimes, and schnauzers can be. You never know. You'll get a really sweet one, or you get a really nasty one. Yeah, well, Lisa, when you have a long, long way to go, but when you retire, you could get a doggy. But you have a long, long way to go. You're very young. Obviously, you know, can tell. You have a cat. I'm highly allergic to cats, so thank goodness Robbie's going to marry you because I can't handle that cat. I'm sorry. I had a cat once, though. Um, his name was Tommy. Tommy walked into, I worked in a hotel restaurant, a hotel dining room. I was a waiter. And Tommy walked in, and Tommy was like stumbling around, walking into walls and stuff. They said he was like dehydrated, and when a cat gets dehydrated, his inner ears, it really messes their balance up. So they'll wobble all around and stuff like that. And that's what he was doing. So the staff in the kitchen just kept on me and kept on me the whole evening about take this cat home with you, adopt this cat. Well, I did have at that time I lived in an apartment. I had an apartment house that I owned, and I lived in the upstairs apartment, which was really like old, old fashioned. Had all the like cool molding and everything. And so I had the back of the house was an old like solarium, all glass, with a staircase going down into like the storage room, and the door to the well room had a little cat door in it. So he lived out on that porch and he loved it. And they fed him something really good. Like every shift I had, they would pack up leftovers from that shift. So he would eat prime rib, salmon, trout, um, everything, anything, chicken. I can't even think of it all. Lamb, everything. He would eat it all. So like I would have a big old uh, Ziploc bag of meats and stuff in my fridge, and so that cat went to the vet, got cleaned up, and let me tell you, within like a month, that cat went from being the scrawny, ugly looking cat to the most beautiful orange tiger cat you've ever seen. He had like he didn't have short hair and he didn't have long hair. He was like a medium coat, and he was so beautiful. He was so thick and heavy, and he was gorgeous. He was such a beautiful cat. But we had to move. We were moving to Florida, and we couldn't keep the cat and the dog. And he would not have lasted inside the house. It would have, probably killed him because he loved being able to go out and catch mice and do all this stuff. He would go out there and bring mice back and put them at the door, and he's something else. So anyway, he someone adopted him. One of the women that I knew from work adopted him, and he lived a long time, and he was really loved by her. And he had to live outside also on a porch that she had because he was terrible. He could not go to the bathroom in a litter box. That wasn't his style. So he had a cat door there too that went out into the backyard, and he literally was the king of the backyard there too. He, if you did let him in the house, he'd come in the house. He wouldn't only come in for like you could tell that he had enough. He would go up to the dog and let the dog lick him till he was like soaking wet. Then he'd turn around and he'd like scratch her and rip her nose wide open, and there'd be blood everywhere from the poor dog. Or he'd go straight to the plants and piss in the plants, and then we'd have to take the plant out and leave it on the back porch where he could piss on it more because it smelled so bad. It was awful. And he was fixed too, so I don't know why it smelled so bad, but it stunk. Cat piss stinks. Sorry. Just letting you know. Yeah, the schnauzers can have an attitude. My friend's kind of has an attitude. She gets a little freaked out. She loves me, but what, Lisa? It's that late? Oh my goodness, Lisa. We're gonna have to do a thing on my channel. You're gonna have to teach me how to do it somehow. We'll go on Facebook. We'll go FaceTime, and you can teach me how to do it because I want to invite you and Kaz, and even Kim, and whoever else wants to come and do a live chat with the group. Okay, mwah, Lisa. Good night, hun. We love you, hun. All right, so the campers that I'm looking at, yes, I'll talk to you about it. Okay. It's really easy. I just don't know how to do it. I'm sure it's probably really easy. I kind of tried to figure out how to do it once, but yeah, White Tiger, you probably know because you're pretty computer savvy too. I wish I was a little better. I've been watching Night. Mwah, love you, Lisa. Love you, girl. Sleep well. I should have sent Kaz a notice that I was on, but she probably doesn't stay up as late as Loopy Lisa does. Streamlab. Okay. Streamlabs. StreamYard and Streamlabs. I should write it down. Kim, do you have my email address? I usually have it in my my description. If I put it on here, will I get in trouble? Like Lisa said that we had to delete it last time I put it on her feed. Is that like a thing? Like you can't? Is it bad to put your email on there? I don't know. Oh. Hmm. But if I put it on now, I can go take it off, right? So if I put it on for you to see now, I can remove it right after you see it, okay? Does that work? And I'll put on the one for my channel, not the one for not my regular email, which gets so much trash on it anyway. It doesn't really matter. Okay, ready? Okay, let me get over here. Wayne, you can take this down too if you want. Oh. Someone's going to get arrested. I think that's it. Let me just look here. Real quick, I'm going to just make sure I have the right. I have a channel one, and then I have my personal one. You do that kind of. Yeah, okay, I have it right. JTCC. Okay. .com. Okay, ready? Here it goes. Tell me when you got it. If you have 4 GB, it's easy to go to 16. It's about $60 to 8 for about 30 or so. Still better. You can have a lot of stuff open. Oh, that's what it does. It helps you do. Got it. Okay, so I erase it now. What does that mean? Oh yeah, it's in my. You're right. It is. That's what I was saying before. It's on my description and everything. And it doesn't get junk mail, or it hasn't yet. So we'll see. I deleted it though. DJ Vorak. Hi. Trying to think who DJ Vorak is. Sounds familiar. Let me see here. Who is DJ Vorak? Come on, guys. I'm getting old. I don't remember things anymore. You know? Let me see. Oh, ding-a-ling. I'm looking at it. I love your vehicle. It's one of the ones I'm looking at for towing my camper. There are some 6-cylinder RAVs out there. Oh, you're friends with Destination Open Roads. Is that? No, you're not. Wait. Here we go. Tent set up in the wind. DJ Vorak, where are you located? Yeah, I love those too. I would just like to find one that's like low mileage and not too expensive. And that's the V6 or whatever, 6-cylinder. You're in Phoenix. Sholo. What is Sholo? Arizona? I love Arizona. It's beautiful there. Oh, 4 all-wheel drive. Arizona is so beautiful. It really is. I would love to come and visit that property. I'm sure it's beautiful. Does it get really hot in the summer? That's somewhere like I definitely want to have a plan to have a place for the summers out of Florida. But up in the mountains, I'm sure it's cooler. Low humidity, yeah. See, like Florida, you're going to get in the 80s and the 90s or whatever, but it's heavy duty humidity. Although you basically live in air conditioning anyway. Oh, it gets snow in the winter. Wow. Oh, yeah. 6,500 elevation. Nice. I bet you it gets cool at night and stuff in the winter. That's what I love. I don't mind a hot day. It's nice to have a cool evening, like a cool night. I know that when I used to stay in, I had a friend that lived out in, when I lived in San Diego, my friend lived in Lancaster, California, and it was out in the desert. So in the evening, it would get cool. And then during the day, it was like 100, and it was really hot. But then at night, it would cool off, and it'd be really nice. Like you could sleep with the windows open and stuff. The desert gets kind of cold at night. Yeah, yeah, it's nice. And the desert blooms too every so often. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like you can't believe that there's all those colors and it can be so beautiful. Anything else? Wayne, so you do like things like upgrades and things like that on computers. Do you do like Wi-Fi systems or anything like that for like traveler type people? I saw a YouTube video with this couple that live in a, what do you call them? They're like type B RV, I think. They're like the vans, the big vans and stuff. And they do the wireless systems for vans and van life and RV life and things like that. And they also do a whole remote business. Oh, he does it all. All right, Wayne. Wayne does it all. I know who to contact now. Yeah, I wanted to do solar too. And I found a really cool solar company today for the first time. I've never seen them before. You know what? This is a really great little setup here with this computer. I think the picture looks pretty damn good. The lighting here is not great. You know, it never has been. I have all the lights on. Oh, I don't have this one on. But this one's behind me anyway, so it's not going to help. But anyway, it's always been a little rough with the lighting because all I have is this little light globes up top there. Anyway, look at, you can see the shitty sheetrocking job I did. Look at that. Let's see. Campers, you just run an antenna outside of it because of the metal. Well, mine's going to be fiberglass, but yeah, they still do that. If you want to check into solar, I might already have him because there is a guy that I have that like seems to be like a total expert. Will wait, let me get back there. Where is it? Will Pro. I see Will Pro Z Solar. I think that's it. Is that him? Well, it couldn't hurt just sign up for him and then go back and do it again. Yeah, so anyway, anybody have any questions on what's going on? I want to show you my tomatoes and everything too. You know? Yeah, it's the same guy. I subscribe. It's called DYI Solar Power. DYI Solar Power. So I subscribe to him. Wow, he has systems, man. I wish I could tell you. Maybe I still have it here. Yeah. No, that's not it. Volunteer. So I'm getting volunteer offers for the hurricane. Goal Zero. It's called Goal Zero, and they have like, I guess the battery is all in. You can't really see it too well on here, huh? Anyway, the battery is a whole pack with the monitor and everything, and plugs that you plug into and everything. It's pretty cool looking. Easy to, yeah. I see the channel. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look at it. Well, I don't know. That's the other thing. I really don't know. I have to go back and kind of look through what's his name, cheap RV. I forget his name right now. Anyway, Bob something cheap RV. Anyway, so he has like help Bob Wells. That's it. You got it. He has a lot of information about like how much you might need or whatever. I want to be able to do YouTube while I'm on the road. You know what I mean? Like I want to try to build my channel and try to do like nomad, uh, digital nomad kind of stuff if I can. If people like me enough, hopefully they will. All right, so let me just go grab a tomato or two to show you guys and the cucumbers that I grew. Hold on. Don't. Oh. So. Good. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So these are the lemon cucumbers that I grew. So I want to do them as pickles. Now Wayne is going to take that email address and he's going to kind of give me a more detailed description about how to make pickles out of them. See, there's some that are a little more yellow and some that are a little more yellow than that. Okay? And then 65 watts or so. So here's the tomatoes. I started picking them because I know they're nice and green, right? I started picking them because some animal was starting to eat the green ones. And I'm not going to lose my tomatoes to some animal. I want to have fried green tomatoes anyway, so cool. Bubba Bug, what up? What's going on, guys? Yeah, I think that these are. I cut one open today for the first time and tasted it. It was very good. It's not quite as cucumbery tasting as a regular cucumber. I don't know how to explain that. It doesn't quite have that. It's a lighter flavor, let's say. So I thought, well, that would make it good for a pickle because you're just adding flavor. Yeah. Well, listen, they should be little. They're not big. It's like a tomato size. So slicing them up into wedges would be like perfect. Right? That's what I was thinking. A link. Okay, cool. Oh, so the link. Great. I love them. She is so good. She's great. How long do they sit in the refrigerator for, Wayne? Uh, Bubba Bug, I don't. You probably weren't following me during the beginning of the summer. So during the beginning of the summer, I just kind of put it out there on Facebook and on here that if anybody had extra plants or anything that they weren't going to plant, like they overdid it with seeds or whatever, and they needed to, kind of, weed things out or whatever it might be, I'll take the plants. Well, I only got one response, and that was from a girl at work, and she gave me this cucumber plant for the lemon cucumbers. They went wild. They grew crazy. You'll see in my video that I'm going to make after this, you'll see, um, the result of that plant. Then that's the other one. It's lighter. Then it almost looks like a tomato that's not ripe. Then the tomatoes. So she gave me a tomato plant. I planted that. I didn't know what kind of tomatoes they were going to be or anything. I really love plum tomatoes because then I can make salsa. I like making salsa with plum tomatoes. But anyway, what I did was I planted the tomato, and then it was in a little container, and I threw the container over towards the steps of the deck, and there was still some dirt in there and stuff, right? So about 3 weeks later or something, I'm looking at these weeds that are growing around the steps, and here's the tomato plant growing up out of the out of that little bit of soil. Somehow a seed must have been in it, and it grew. Anyway, so I transplanted it back into the garden next to the other one, and it grew, and it gave me some of these tomatoes. So 2 weeks or so. Okay, cool. Pickled to figure out you need the sugar. Okay. Keep it in my house normally. Go to the local farmer stand and ask for the rotten ones, and then just bomb your garden. You know what? The funny thing about that is, um, and they call it, what do they call it? I don't remember what they call it. So we used to, when I had a garden in the past at the farm, um, we tilled each year. Now I think they do at so the land they do no-till gardening, which I'm not sure if I totally understand it, but it sounds cool. Whatever, it's easier to do, I guess. So anyway, we would till every year. Well, we would also during the winter let everything just basically collapse. We'd walk over everything, stomp it down, do all that, and then the next year, and this happened especially with like basil, tomatoes. We did have potatoes come back too. That's because we didn't get them all out of the ground. But we would just till up the ground again and just wait about 2 weeks to see what would start growing, and then we'd figure out if we wanted to take some out of this area, but also sunflowers. We used to have a big row of sunflowers at the back of the garden, and every year they'd come back, volunteer or whatever they call them. They would come back every year. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of doing stuff in straw, if I can just find her, what the frick is her name? Um, I'm subscribed to this really great gal. She did that this year. Like she posted it um on her YouTube. I wonder if I can find her. It's gonna take an hour to get through this to find her. Um, just so you know, she is a real sweetheart. She just got a shed to make into a house. And you know what? It's hard for me to keep up with her because I thought originally I subscribed to her. Okay, that worked. But I thought I did notifications, but then I wasn't getting notifications or whatever. And I went back and looked after she sent me not an email, a message on Messenger. That's where I'll find her. Anyway, she's amazing. She's really great, real sweet lady. She does really cool stuff. Let me find her on here. Yeah. So let me get back to her. Big Dreams Homestead. Big Dreams Homestead. Guys, go subscribe to her. She's so cool. Anne Marie is her name. She did the straw bale gardening this year, and it was really cool to see. You have to like water it a certain amount, and you do certain things to it, and then you're able to grow in it. It's a really cool way of doing it. Yeah, forgot the name of her. So that's it. It's Big Dreams Homestead. She's a sweetheart. Okay, yeah, that she did say that. I don't know a lot of that stuff. I just kind of wing it with the garden stuff. I don't know. I just figure, everything has always worked for me. I never really had a disaster with the garden stuff. I've always had luck. Everything's always pretty much grown for me. My grandfather was amazing with the gardening. Um, he used to, when I was a kid, I can remember watching him go up to a Rose of Sharon. Now, he was Irish as Paddy's pig. He was straight from Ireland, Cavan County, and he would go up to the Rose of Sharon, break a branch off, and stick it in the ground. Break another off, stick it in the ground, and do a row like a hedgerow of Rose of Sharon. And they grew. They would just grow for him. He was amazing with that stuff. He just, he just did what he felt would work. And, if it didn't work, well, it was rare that it didn't, but if it didn't work, oh well, didn't matter. And my father was, grew up on a farm. So he was very, knowledgeable about farming and things like that. My dad, they had a dairy farm. So it was more like a animal. He was really good with the animals and stuff like that. So YouTube Messenger is going away September 17th. YouTube Messenger, huh? So, like, you can't leave messages after a video? Is that what you mean? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it seems like they get a lot of information about how many people are interested enough to leave a message. I would think. Oh, well. Get some willow. Me neither. I don't know what YouTube Messenger is. Maybe I use it and I don't know it. This is Facebook Messenger that she's on with me. She's a sweetheart. You guys go watch her channel. She got a great new place, a great new shed. I just haven't been able to keep up with it. It's like I have to go there because I never see her on my list. I watch mine on my TV. I have this huge, enormous Toshiba smart TV or whatever, Fire TV. I made a mistake. I'll tell you. It was like Amazon Day or whatever, and so the TV came up, and I wanted this TV, and I ordered it. I'm like, oh my god, it's a great price. It was like 200 or 205 or some really low price, and I wanted this TV so bad. I'm like, oh god, I'm so happy. And then like a day or two later, it's about to come, and I get this notice. Oh, your 52-inch Fire TV is in wherever, and I'm like, ooh, 52-inch. I thought it was 41 or some kind of thing like that. So I ordered the wrong one. The wrong one was on sale. This is so big. It's huge. Why do you hate your Fire TV? Oh. Oh, another thing is I got basil from my brother Charlie from his garden. You guys, if you have watched some of my past videos, you'll see my brother Charlie in one or two. I did a maple syrup video of his with him. I don't think I did a honey one, which I would like to do because he does all that stuff. He's very into it. Oh, see, you're techie, Wayne. I have no idea what you're even talking about. I'm like, so, what? I don't know. I never have a problem with it, but you probably do a lot more with yours than I do. I watch my my Amazon. I watch my Amazon movies, my Netflix, my Hulu. I watch all that stuff, and I watch YouTube on it. So I don't do much other than that. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna get going too. I'm gonna go see what the Crockers are talking about. Guys, thanks so much for coming. I love you all. Mwah. Come back again. I missed you guys. I'm going to be doing a video tonight, so I'll put that out. Look for it tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Bye.